How's it going, guys? Happy Thanksgiving. This is a rolling work cart. I picked it up for a little less than $40. You got a handle, you got two swivel wheels on the back. It's missing a door. It's pretty thick metal going all the way around. It's got a ledge. It also has a countertop where you can store stuff or put a vise. These two wheels don't swivel. I think the thing weighed 250 pounds around there, something like that. But anyhow, we're missing a door. This video's on making a door, and it's not going to be the prettiest thing, but I want it to be functional. So we'll do that, and then there's no locks on these casters, so I would like to put some way to lock this thing so if I put a lot of pressure on it, it's not rolling around. So there's a dent over here. Seems good. So there's some old hinges on here I just want to grind off, cut off. This bottom one already had a replacement hinge. This metal looks like it was plug welded. It's hard to tell. I'm just going to hit it with a chisel. See what we get. Guys, I got the hinges off. I found some hinges, and now I'm looking into the door panel. I'm trying to work with what I have. I have this piece of metal that's a little bit short, so I'm going to actually add on to this because I have some other scrap pieces that match it. So I kind of have the door laid out sort of the way it's going to be. This ledge is going to go on the hinge side, and then I also want to have a ledge on the top. So I'll tack up these pieces and kind of put it together so you can see what's going on. So here's what I have. I tacked this top piece on, and that one's attached there. I'm going to put this one in here, but before I do, I'm going to cut away this. This panel is straight here, and then it has a cut on it that's sort of wavy, so I'm going to have to fill that in. But I'm going to cut this away at this point. So I welded in those panels. There were some pretty good sized gaps that I had to fill in. I also had to fill in this corner a little bit because it was missing some metal. So I'm just going to grind this up and sort of shape it. So at this point I have it all ground down. Everything's shaped real nice. There's a little bit of a low spot, and since I am going to paint this thing and I have Bondo here, I'm going to put a little Bondo on this. Now originally I said this job was just going to be kind of a quick fix, but now that I'm going into Bondo, it's going to be a pretty good fix. We got about probably 2 hours in this thing at this point. So that's set up. I'm going to sand it here with a 120 grit. So at this point I have the door done, and I'm going to lay this thing on its back and weld on the hinges. So I laid the thing down. The door looks like it's fitting pretty well. So I'm going to start by tacking a hinge. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to get these hinges on, and I'm not quite sure what to do, but I think I'm gonna try and get it tacked back in here and get this side set. It's real wobbly because I have this clamp on here, but that's the plan. So the last thing I want to do here is there's these swivels but no locks. So I'm going to make these, I welded on this nut here and this 3/4 inch threaded rod. I'm going to weld that on there, and then I can use a wrench to level the table and lock it in place, and then I'll be able to screw this up for when I want to move the table. So I went through and wire brushed this thing pretty quickly with the 7-inch grinder. I have a brush attachment, and I did go all the way around, just knocking off the loose rust. I didn't get too crazy with it. And I got the doors finished up. So this one closes like that, and then I put a little roller mechanism so that overlaps a little bit and closes, and then, you know, I put the latch on that was missing. So I'm gonna go through and paint this Rust-Oleum black gloss. All done. It painted up nice. I ended up rolling on the Rust-Oleum. Gives you a nice thick coating. It dries relatively quick. And if you need to touch it up with spray paint, you can do it. It'll match. So real happy with this. And here's how this little clasp thing works. I left this door a little longer so that when I shut it locks the other one in place, just like that. So you'll have to let me know what you guys thought of this project. I figured it was better than just having that cabinet get scrapped, because I could use a little storage and another tabletop to work, and I like the fact that it has wheels in case I want to roll it outside. I have this smaller box here, and I'm thinking about actually mounting it either on this side or on that side underneath the shelf. So that might be something I do in an upcoming video. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. Take care.